Okay, what we want to just show you here is what we've been able to do at adapting an hydroponic growing chamber for this hydroponic fodder. The material used to fabricate this chamber is actually a galvanized pipe and galvanized sheet. And the reason is because of the consistent water flow that will be going through the chamber. We need something that will not corrode easily and that can withstand water pressure over time. More so because the grains and the seeds we'll be dealing with, we will not want it to get any form of contamination with the growing material. So what we have been able to do so far is to try and adopt an hydroponic growth chamber. The ones we've seen so far are expensive, completely automated, and we know that the practicality of having such installed and being in use for low level income earners and peasant farmers will be a challenging issue. And so we decided to go for a fabricated one that we can adapt and still accomplish the purpose for why the chamber is meant for. This particular grow chamber is a 4-tier chamber, as we can see, and it's supposed to conveniently accommodate 8 trays apiece of a dimension of 2 feet by 1 foot in its length and breadth, and about 2 inches deep to accommodate the seeds that will be growing there. So this is the length, 2 feet, the breadth, a foot, and then the depth, 1 inch. And it has been suited to the dimension of the chamber that is meant to rest on, with very tiny drillings to allow for seepage of excess water in the course of spraying the seeds. The tank we have at the base here is meant to be a collecting tank, so that any excess water that comes onto this platform flows. And you will notice that is why we created the gradient deliberately, so that water can flow from this end to this place where we have this hole, and then we have a connecting pipe from one tier to the other. It gets in there, this one also flows in here, the third one, and eventually it gets into the tank. The idea behind this is to be able to keep our lab clean, and where possible to be able to recycle the water. So we constructed it in a way that each of the tier will seat 8 of these trays, and that to be arranged just the way I'm placing them. And while we're running it in a tier is we're taking advantage of the chamber being a vertical growing unit. And what we mean by that vertical growing unit is we can actually mount up to whatever level that will suit us, these tiers, and all we need to do is supply artificial lighting at every side and create a good air movement for the growing seeds. In the past, we've experimented with some local materials, PVC trays, and we've seen some shortcomings with the maintenance of those trays, and that's why we have decided to go for this galvanized sheet. The seeds that will grow in these trays are supposed to grow for a period of 7 to 9 days. And in all the trials we've done so far, virtually all the seeds that we have experimented with mature within 7 days, with the exception of maize. We have been able to successfully work on millet. We've worked on sorghum, white sorghum, and the red sorghum, sorghum bicolor. We've been able to work on rice, especially paddy rice. We've been able to work on wheat, and we had actually experimented even with barley itself. But we know the shortcoming of barley, and it's one of the things we're trying to challenge in this hydroponic trial here. Now, barley is not readily available in Nigeria, but the other seeds mentioned like wheat, sorghum, millet, rice, we have them readily available. And so far, they've given us good trials. And we're also planning in a short while from now to run another test with this setup and to be able to show us that conveniently hydroponics is feasible in Nigeria. So far, the excitement has been growing, but the rate of adoption is still not at the peak because of the limitation with the growth chamber. And that is what has actually motivated us to come up with this kind of chamber. And so with the chamber, what we have here, we will be able to conveniently grow seeds at least between 24 and 32 at a stretch. And with what we know about this hydroponic food, that each of the seeds that have been planted will yield between 6 and 8 times the weight of the original harvest. That will be quite substantial for the livestock. And we are also working on feeding trials, especially with rabbits, to see the rate of acceptance by these animals. So far so good, it has been encouraging, and we must also appreciate the support through the dairy chain that we're able to put this together. And the dairy chain project actually is a project that brings about 3 sister universities together. We have Nigeria, represented by Obafemi Awolowo University Ile-Ife here. And we also have in Ghana, University of Education in Winneba. And of course, we have the University of Egerton in Njoro, that is in Kenya in East Africa. And so the working relationship has been excellent. And we are also looking forward to more partnering on things that has to do with information sharing, dissemination, and exchange of ideas, and adoption and adaptation where possible, such as what we have done. Thank you. That is what we've been able to put together.